7 daily habits could be addiction in harming your career. Hello friends, my name is Prem Chand and I am going to talk about 7 habits which can lead you towards darkness in your career. Do you know the difference between a harmless everyday habit and an addiction that needs managing? Many don't. Nearly two-thirds of Americans say they or someone they know has struggled with addiction to alcohol or drugs. But one mental health expert is warning that some common daily habits could be addictions in disguise. Online shopping, drinking coffee, scrolling through Instagram, eating, and even working can all escalate into addiction. Dr. Michael Ola, a psychiatrist at Valley Spring Recovery, believes you can manage these daily habits with limitations, planning, and moderation. Addiction develops when repeated use of a substance or engagement in an activity alters the brain's reward system, leading to intense cravings and compulsive behavior. Dr. Ola warns there is a danger that things we do every day and don't think much of could become addictions over time. The brain requires more of the substance or activity to achieve the same pleasure, creating a dependence. Dr. Ola compiled a list of 6 daily activities, cautioning that they could become addictions if not carefully managed. If not already addictions, I added overworking, as so many people are unaware that it too can lead to work addiction. 1. Social media uses. Checking social media frequently is normal for many people, but Ola explains that this mindless daily activity can develop into an addiction when the urge to scroll becomes incessant, leading to neglect of face-to-face interactions and responsibilities. Compulsive social media uses can disturb sleep, lower self-esteem, and increase feelings of anxiety or depressions as users constantly compare themselves to the highlights reels of other people's lives, doctor says. Number 2, online shopping. Dr. Ola explains that the instant gratification from online purchases can trigger a dopamine release similar to other addictive behaviors. For some, this evolves into a shopping addiction where individuals compulsively buy items they don't need. This can lead to financial difficulties, clutter, and significant personal stress. Online shopping addiction can mask deeper emotional issues, according to doctor. The ease of clicking buy now can provide a quick mood boost, but it's fleeting, he notes. We encourage patients to explore the root cause of their compulsive shopping and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Setting purchases limits, delaying gratification, and finding alternatives stress relief activities can be effective strategies. Number 3 is gaming. Ola points out that a gaming addiction can occur when digital worlds offer an escape that becomes preferable to reality. He explains that this addiction can lead to social withdrawal, neglect, or personal health and decline in academic or professional performance. Like many of these addictions, a little gaming is fine, even good, doctor states, but spending 12 hours straight in front of your console signals something might be wrong. Number 4 habit is eating. Dr. Ola adds compulsive eating to his list, which often focuses on unhealthy foods rich in sugar, fats, or salts. This type of addiction is characterized by eating in responses to emotional needs rather than hunger, which can lead to serious health issues like obesity, heart disease, and diabetes. He insists adding compulsive eating also often affects mental health through self-shaming and feeling of intense guilt. Number 5. Consuming alcohol. The regular alcohol consumption can escalate into dependence. Doctor rightly acknowledged an addiction to alcohol is characterized by an intense craving for it, loss of control over when and how much you drink, and withdrawal symptoms when you stop drinking. He points out this addiction can have devastating effects on physical health, including liver disease and neurological damages, as well as on personal and professional relationships. Number 6 is caffeine. Consumption. Many American workers rely on caffeine for a morning boost, but Ola warns that, like any excessive consumption, it can lead to dependence. If you feel like you need caffeine to ward off withdrawal symptoms like headache, fatigue, and irritability, you might be addicted. Doctor suggests over time, high caffeine intake can also lead to health issues such as increased heart rate, high blood pressure, and anxiety. Number 7. Working one day habit that often gets left off the addiction list is work addiction. We tend to think that overworking is caused by the job or a micromanaging boss, but sometimes employees overwork themselves into excessive work habits that can lead to stress and burnout, even death or crossy as the Japanese call it when taken to the extreme. Otherwise, healthy workers keel over at their decks after long stretches or overtime or after consummating a high pressure deal, usually from a stroke or heart attack. You can take the work addiction risk test here to rate your work habit and see if they could be addictive. Developing a self-care plan, setting boundaries around how much you work, and creating work-life balance are important actions to prevent these insidious addictions. A final word on addictive habits. Controlling your consumption of potentially addictive activities and substances like caffeine, alcohol, and online shopping requires a conscious effort to maintain balance and self awareness, according to Dr. Ola. I would add that your awareness of how much you are working is also important. Setting limits and keeping a work health plan in your hip pocket can help you manage stress and burnout and sustain a balanced career. Dr. Ola suggests that you begin by setting specific realistic limits for each activity. For example, limit caffeine to a couple of cups a day before noon. Enjoy alcohol in moderation during social occasion, and keep gaming and social media use to designated times, perhaps an hour or to each evening similarly. Plan your meals to include a balance of nutrients, avoiding excessive snacking or emotional eating. Dr. Ola emphasized the importance of monitoring your behavior for sign of dependency. He observes that feeling irritable or anxious when cutting back on any of these substances or activities can serve as a critical self-check, and that engaging in other activities that encourage physical movement and real-world social interaction can prevent any single activity from becoming a crutch or a compulsion. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you.